What's up, guys? Dirk here from Intelligent Cryptocurrency. It is Tuesday. It is November 24th. And instead of wearing a Bitcoin hat, I should be wearing an Ethereum hat, but I don't have one of those, so I gotta go and order that off Amazon today. Because what we're talking about here is that it has been confirmed that Ethereum 2.0, ETH 2.0, is set to launch on December 1st, 2020. So that is in 1 week from now. We're going to go through those details, and basically liftoff is here. So we saw Bitcoin, pump to almost 20,000, to almost that all-time high. It was $700 short of the all-time high, something like that. And it's kind of paused and consolidated. Now we saw Ethereum pump like crazy, and it went from 400 to now trading at $617. And I think obviously the ETH 2.0 launch has to do with that, but at the same time, that is the natural flow of what has happened last time. It's Bitcoin pumps first, then the money floods into Ethereum, and then it goes into the different altcoins. So that is typically what happens with cryptocurrencies, and so far it seems no different. We've had the Bitcoin pump, we had the Ethereum pump right now, and altcoins are also starting to pump. We'll look at some charts later, but for example, XRP has done 100% pump in like 3 days. Okay, altcoin season is here. I've been hammering this for the past couple of weeks. The last videos I've been saying altcoin season is coming. Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? It's still in slightly early phases, but it's already higher than where it was. And if you're not positioned already, you will have to buy in way higher if this is going to continue going like this. This is what has happened in the last alt season too. Once it starts moving, it's not going to give you a chance to drop back and get back in these low levels. And then if you're thinking, oh, I'm going to wait, I've had some friends when Bitcoin was trading at 12, 13,000, they were saying like, oh, I'm going to wait till it drops back to 10,000 to buy in. Now it's at 18,000. What do? Right now, if it's going to go back to 10,000, that would be an insane drop already. And are you going to buy in at 18,000 when you originally weren't even going to buy in at 12 or 13, right? The same thing is going to happen with the altcoins. The same thing is going to happen with Ethereum. Now Ethereum is trading at $617. If you're thinking, oh, I'm going to wait for it to go back to 500 or 400, and then it goes to $1,000, what are you going to do then, right? The same thing with the altcoins. If you're waiting until they drop once again, oh, maybe it's going to drop 20, 30, 40%. I'm going to wait. And then it pumps 5x or 10x, right? What are you going to do in that situation? So that is why it's so important to position yourself when things are low and when the sentiment is low before it starts to pump like crazy. And look, let's be real. Can we still get a 50% pump from these levels? Absolutely. It's crypto. Anything can happen. Okay, it can turn around tomorrow and reverse. But I think that's unlikely because of all the bullishness with what's happening with Bitcoin. The institutions that have been buying, the amount of Bitcoin on exchanges has been dropping to super low levels. So there's basically very little circulating supply right now, and there's a lot of demand. Ethereum 2.0 launch coming up around the corner. The halving cycle is perfectly on track. We're 6 months past the halving. We're looking at working towards a 12 or 18 month peak halving cycle, which still seems to be happening. So all of those things together, if you ask me, I'd say no, this is not bearish and this is not likely to turn around. I think this is likely to continue going. But of course, not financial advice. If you buy in here and it drops by 30%, don't come and say, hey, Dirk on YouTube told me to, it's only going to go up, right? Make your own decisions, do your own due diligence, and never risk more than you can afford to lose. So let's hop over into ETH 2.0 staking. This news literally came out 2 hours ago, a couple hours ago, basically. And it's set to launch after a surge in deposits. So there's this Twitter account here called ETH 2.0 Deposit Contract. And you can see over here they posted, we have liftoff thanks to the devs. Basically, it's been hit. So this is pretty surprising to me because yesterday, you can see over here, it basically has the deposit meter. So about 24 hours ago, you can see we were only at about 50%, 45% remaining, right? So still 230,000 ETH needed to be staked to be able to launch this contract, to be able to launch the ETH 2.0. So I was like, okay, well, maybe that's still going to take a week or maybe a month. But in the last 24 hours, literally that entire 230,000 ETH, which is a ton of money, by the way, it's ETH, right? 230,000 ETH. That's about $141 million worth of ETH has been staked. So now the minimum has been met, and we're 7 days ahead of that launch schedule. It's getting ready. So basically it's scheduled for December 1st, 2020. Now, what is launching? And this whole upgrade of Ethereum has been something that has been talked about for more than a year now. And it's a massive process, obviously, because one of the big problems with Ethereum was the scalability. We've seen this over and over again. We saw it with CryptoKitties back in 2017, where a single application on the Ethereum network just congested the whole thing. Gas prices went sky high. It clogs up the network. It's basically unusable because the more applications that build on Ethereum, they all use the same resources. So it basically, it's not scalable and it's not usable on an enterprise level. And we saw that again this year with the DeFi mania, where, we were having this DeFi stuff with Uniswap, and it just, gas prices went to like $50-$60 for a transaction, and it just was insane. It was unusable. So there was also a difficulty bomb that's built into Ethereum, meaning that it was not able to continue with the proof of work system. So it needs to upgrade, it needs to evolve, or it was going to die. So we've been making slow but steady steps towards a transition of Ethereum 2.0 and a move to proof of stake, meaning that if you hold ETH, you're able to stake it into the network rather than having to mine with computers. You can stake it and then you can start earning rewards. And this is what this 2.0 movement is, and what's going to start happening on December 1st. So you can see over here, the beacon chain is the one that is shipping in December 1st, 2020. It doesn't mean the entire 2.0 upgrade is complete and that is it. It's still going to be an ongoing process for months, maybe even years to come, but step by step. And the staking part of it is going live, or set to go live, on December 1st. So you can see over here, this requirement has been met, the 524,000 ETH. And what does the beacon chain do? So the beacon chain conducts or coordinates the expanded network of shards and stakers. It isn't like the Ethereum mainnet today. It doesn't have accounts, can't handle smart contracts, but it will change over time. So beacon chain features, the beacon chain will introduce proof of stake to Ethereum. This is a new way for you to help keep Ethereum secure. Think of it like a public good where it make Ethereum healthier and you earn more ETH in the process. In practice, it will involve you staking ETH in order to activate validator software. And as a validator, you process transactions and create new blocks in the chain. And as far as I know, you need a minimum of 32 ETH to be able to stake your own node. Now, if you have less than that and you still want to stake, there will be solutions where, for example, one of those projects is Rocket Pool, that allows you to pool your Ethereum with other people to hit that minimum of 32 ETH, and then also be able to get staking rewards on whatever amount of ETH you have if you don't have 32 ETH, because that is still a significant amount of money today. In future, I will make a video about staking ETH and how that all works, so that'll be done in a separate video. But basically, the point here is that the beacon chain is going live for the proof of stake on December 1st. That is what is set to happen. So that, in combination with all the bullish news that's happening, with institutions buying up Bitcoin, with the amount of Bitcoin available on exchanges dropping significantly, so there's very little available right now compared to the demand that there is for it, the money flowing into Ethereum, so ETH is pumping hard. And then we've got the halving cycles, like I've said, and altcoins are probably going to be the next to move. So looking at some charts, you can see over here, Ethereum is trading at $616. And probably like 2 weeks ago or so, I drew this little squiggle here for a target. Actually, about 2 weeks ago in this video, that's what I explained here. That was my price prediction for Ethereum. And, I put a target over here for 28 Feb 2021. And that was when it was trading still at about 480 or so. So you can see that was pretty decent, but it might even end up reaching that sooner than expected. But right now it's looking like, hey, that could actually be a very realistic target. Maybe we even hit it this year. Who knows? It can pump crazy hard, as we've seen, and it needs to play catch up to Bitcoin. I mean, 616, it's nice, but it's still not even 50% of the all-time high of Ethereum. So it can still go way higher if it's going to play catch up with Bitcoin. Now, one thing I've also shared over the past few months is this similarity over here, where we had this big consolidation in this triangle back before the massive blast off. And even though this one isn't exactly the same size, there is a similarity here where we had this consolidation over here, and so far we're having this blast off. So, with the combination of the halving cycle progress, that's on track, and ETH 2.0 launching with the staking, who knows? We might see a massive move up, just like we saw late 2017 over here with ETH. So again, that's not to say it can't come back down. Who knows? There could be some corrections, there could be some pullbacks, but at the same time, remember what I said about my friends in Bitcoin at 12, 13,000, and they're like, hey, I'm going to wait for it to go back to 10,000. It didn't, and it went to 18,000. So with Ethereum, yes, maybe it will drop back to 500 or 400 at some point, but at the same time, maybe it won't, and maybe from here it'll just go to $1,000, and you won't get the chance to buy in again lower. So again, I'm not a financial advisor, but just think about that for yourself. And this is why it's so important to have a plan too. You don't want to be in a position where everything's pumping, you're feeling mad FOMO because the markets are going up and you've been looking at crypto and you're like, and then you find yourself thinking, oh, I should have bought. And then it's up, but you don't know what to do. And you feel like this adrenaline and this FOMO and this euphoria that you're feeling because you're like, oh, I could have made 100% in the last 3 days if I just bought XRP. And then you end up making bad decisions. So you want to stay within your risk management. You want to stay only, money you can afford to lose. It is still risky, right? And even though there is a bit of a euphoria now, and I think it will get much bigger, there's still no guarantee. So don't go in here and, take all the money you have and take your rent money or anything like that and put it into crypto. It's not a smart idea. What goes up must come down at some point, and that could be tomorrow, it could be next week, it could be 6 months from now. It could still go way higher first, which is what I think is going to happen. But again, you want to be smart about this stuff. And I know there's a lot of other YouTubers who are like, yeah, go all in and buy this, and go all in this new coin and stuff like that. Don't do that. Please don't do that. Okay. It may not be as popular for me to be telling you, be smart, be safe, be careful with your money. It is still crypto. I still remember the lessons from 2017, 2018 all too much. Okay, and I want to share that with you and continue sharing that with you throughout the ride up. And as we get to levels where I think it's getting a little bit too much, I'm going to be warning about taking profits. I'm going to be saying, hey guys, this is too much. If you have profits, take it off the table, right? Remove your initial, because sure, maybe it'll continue going higher and maybe you get out too early. But if you have a nice profit or life-changing gains, it is going to be important to take that off the table, because if you keep it in the markets and you love those paper gains, but it peaks and it comes back down again and you never sell, you can end up with less than you originally started with, and you're going to feel bitter about it for many years. Trust me. So what you want to do is you want to get out when you have a healthy profit. And I will be sharing about this as much as I can when I think, we're getting close to levels where I think it's just too much. I don't think we're anywhere near that yet. I think we still have a good few months to go. But like I said, once it starts happening and I start getting those feelings like, hey, I want to get out. And keep in mind, this is not just a gut feel or my experience. I'm also subscribed to a lot of different people, a lot of different premium newsletters, sources of information. So I take all this information and, I aggregate it, and combined with my own feeling and experience, I get to make a decision on that. And that's basically what I do. So Ethereum, $618. But what we can see here is that altcoins have really started to move now. Okay, ICX back at 45 cents. In my members chat group, I ended up buying some more at about 30 cents. So that's all up almost 50% over there. I'm still a big fan of ICX. I'll make another video about it at some point, but there is already a video on my channel. I'll link to it up here if you want to check it out. I'll put a link in the description too. Also, big pump on XRP. People were saying XRP is dead. XRP is dead. The hate was getting enormous. And I'm not a fan of XRP as an actual cryptocurrency, but there's no denying it's still the top 4 by market cap. Okay, there's a huge amount of money involved with XRP, and you can see massive pump. So we literally went from 30 cents, it literally doubled in the last 3 days. It's pretty nuts. And that is what happens in altcoins in alt season. And we're going to start seeing more and more coins make crazy gains. And then it comes back to the point, like I said earlier, if you're waiting and you start seeing these 100% gains, you got to be careful, because if you're going to wait till it drops, maybe it doesn't drop back up and it goes up 1x, 2x, 5x, 10x. And then if you haven't entered yet, you end up buying the very top because you've just been sitting and missing out. And then finally, when you decide to, now it's time for me to get in, That's how it goes. That's how the market psychology goes. That's why I'm hammering on this so much. That's why I'm making these videos every single day, right? Saying alt season is coming. It's time to position yourself, because if you don't do it, I want you to make profit. That's why I'm doing these videos. I want you to really benefit, because the profits can be life changing, but it goes quick. Okay, we have last alt season we had about 6 months. Okay, from start to finish. So if it's starting here, maybe we have 6 months, maybe we have 3 months. I don't know. It depends on how crazy it pumps. But at some point, it's going to be done, and then it's going to come back down just as hard. So the timing is so important, because I do think that the cycles are going to repeat. I think we're going to have another boom and bust. So we're going to get a crazy boom. Things are going to go absolutely insane, euphoric again. And then it's probably going to bust again and drop 50, 60, 70, 80%, maybe even more for certain coins. And then we might have another 2 or 3 year bear market. And it's just much nicer, of course, if you can ride the wave up, cash out, let the bear market do its thing, buy in low, in 2 or 3 years from now, hopefully, and repeat that cycle like that. So guys, last chance, I want to remind you also that I'm still running my special offer for my intelligent cryptocurrency community for the rest of November. So there's 1 week left. It's part of my Black Friday November special offer, meaning you get lifetime access for a one-time join fee. There's no future renewals, there's no upsells. You basically get access to everything I've created, all the past newsletters, all the past updates, the courses, the members chat groups, my own personal buy and sell movements. Like for example, I said I just bought ICX at about 32 cents. I posted that in real time in the members chat groups. That's up to 45 cents right now, so that's almost a 50% gain already. I'm sharing this in real time with our members all the time. And yeah, I mean, December 1st, the price goes up to $997 per year. So that'll be an annual renewal. You can, of course, join after this month, but you're going to pay the annual renewal fee. So it makes no sense to do it. Right now is the time. I want to help you. I want to give you all my experience, my research, my insights. And of course, we've got a community of over 100 people from all around the world right now. We're also invested in crypto and stocks and real estate. So you can come and join us and be part of the community, be part of the family. And it comes with a full 60-day money-back guarantee. So literally, I'm giving you access to everything, and if it ends up not being for you, come go through the material, join us in the chat groups. If it's not for you within 60 days, let me know, give you your money back. Hopefully that's not the case, because I provide a ton of value and I want to help you with that. But just for peace of mind, you have that guarantee, right? I want to provide you with the highest quality and the best possible service, and I'm confident I'm doing that, which is why I offer the guarantee. Most other people don't offer a guarantee like this at all. So go and check out intelligentcryptocurrency.com. The link is the first link in the description below. It is the one-time lifetime join fee right now, so I'd love to have you inside, and I think it's going to be a very, very prosperous next 12 months for us in 2021. It's looking very, very good for cryptocurrencies. If you enjoyed this video, please smash the like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already, leave a comment if you have any thoughts or questions or feedback or anything whatsoever. I'm excited, as you can probably hear, and I haven't even had any coffee. This is purely the effect of the markets going higher, and it's pretty interesting. So I'm going to be making a lot more videos. I'm going to try and do a daily video, or at least 5-6 videos a week on the channel, as long as I can keep this up. And love to have you subscribed, and hopefully I'll see you inside the members area inside Intelligent Cryptocurrency. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.